Hey, Dorian here. Hey, wanted to do a quick video here just to recap our meeting from Sunday after church where we talked about the second service. Okay, so first of all, the reasoning behind the second service. So basically we looked at all areas of our church. That means our parking lot, our children's ministry, our student ministries, and our adult services. And basically when looking at all of those areas, we are basically maxing out in all areas. Okay, so the parking lot is full. Children's ministry, we've maxed out on our top level number there. Student ministries, we've maxed out in all of the rooms in student ministries, and in the auditorium, we're basically full. And we've been watching these numbers trend for really the past couple months now, and we've been really sort of watching and having these kind of conversations. So we feel like now is the time. And timing is interesting because we're actually in the middle of summer, which gives us the ability to really have the time to really put work towards, a second service. So this is actually pretty cool. But really the biggest reason why we feel like we really need to do it is because we get to expand God's kingdom. In other words, we get to create a space or spaces for more people who don't know about God. Like these are people that you're going to run into on a daily basis. We get to be the Church of Jesus Christ to the people in our spaces, which means we get them to invite them into our church, which means there's going to be space for them, okay? So if you don't know what this feels like, go talk to hospitality, the people who seat people, and they'll tell you about some of the challenges that they're having trying to find people seats in the auditorium. It's just a lot of work. It could be really hard. Okay, so it's an opportunity to grow God's kingdom. What are the service times that we're looking at? So we're looking at 9:30 and 11:15. Okay, those are the two times. Simple as that. 9:30 and 11:15. Went right there. 11:15. We went right down the middle. When do we move to these times? So we're going to start the two services on September 15th. So that's going to get us over summer and also over the holiday that happens on the first weekend in September. Give us a Sunday to sort of, catch our breath and also, create some momentum and excitement around it and some guidance for the actual launch Sunday, which will be on September 15th. So really excited about that. There's a lot of questions about, okay, so what's going to happen to how we do classes, how we do communion, how we do baptisms. And, a lot of this is just going to sort of have to go, in other words, happen as we go. And so we definitely know classes. We're going to try on that off celebration, try to figure out a time where we could actually pull off a class in a room or something. And then communion is probably going to change up a little bit where we may, have to go to the pre-filled communion cups. Which of course would stop us from having to move to actually just staying in our seats and doing communion. But we'll continue to do communion. Baptisms, again, that could be something that happens at both celebrations or just at one. So we just need to sort of walk it out as it goes. Children's ministry will be offered at both celebrations. And so both services will have children's ministry. And again, I'm sure those guys are going to learn as they go. And then student ministries will actually only be happening at the second service. So that's something that Ty and Antoine are sort of watching to see how that whole experience would actually flow for those guys, okay? All right, so what's next? So basically what we're needing you to do is to fill out this card. Obviously, you guys can't get this card in the video. So on the Compass app, if you would go on the Compass app, you're actually going to see a link where you could actually fill this out. And what we're needing to know is your contact information, obviously, in other words, who you are. But we would also like to know which celebration or which service would you actually attend. So would you attend the 9:30 service, or would you and your family be one to attend the 11:15 service, okay? So that information is just necessary because it allows us to know, okay, which one of these services are going to be the full one and which one of these services are going to be the service that we just need to build up, okay? This is sort of like a replanning of our church when you think about, starting a new service. So one of the services are probably going to be a little lighter, and we're going to have to obviously do some work, and it's going to be cool. We'll do the work. The other thing that we need is we need leaders. We need leaders and we need volunteers for different roles if we're really going to pull this off. So on your online form, you're going to see a section titled Leadership Roles Needed. And so here are some of those leadership roles. We need a leader in the tech team, a celebration coordinator. This would be someone who leads the entire tech team. We also need a hospitality coach. That would be someone who leads a team of people on Sunday morning to open doors, seat people. Again, these are leadership roles. These are individuals who lead people. We also need a parking lot leader. Again, that would be a leader over a group of people who would, assist people in parking their cars. And then we also need a children's room leader. This would be an individual who leads a team of people who serve in our children's ministry. So again, these are leadership roles. The expectations are a little higher, which means that, hey, you're leading a group of people. They're just things that we would need for you to do, okay? So there are a lot of volunteer roles that we have here. We need volunteers in the coffee area, volunteers at the front doors to open the front doors. We need volunteers to serve as hosts, volunteers to serve as seat assistants, volunteers to serve as parking lot team, prayer team, children's check-in, children's greeter, children's teacher. So we got a lot of volunteer roles there, and we simply ask that you go online and fill this form out. It really gives us the ability, again, to know that you're checked in. It gives us the ability to know what service you're going to go to, and it gives you the opportunity to sign up for a volunteer role if you're not already signed up if you haven't already signed up to serve somewhere, or if you're not serving somewhere already, okay? So if you can fill it out for us, it really allows us to know how we need to move forward in our next steps. Okay, so that's really the gist of what we talked about. And after that, we pretty much just did a prayer and asked Robin to pray over us. So that's what it's all about. That's the second service information. I hope this is helpful. Again, we really need you to fill this form out. If you can fill it out, go online, fill it out. We'll get a copy of it, and we'll be able to, it'll be able to help us to add to our numbers to know just what we need to do and how we need to do it just as we move into this second celebration. Okay, so hey, if you do have questions, maybe on that, I don't know if there's a form, but anyway, I'll be around, or you can just email me at hensley@cincycompass.com and just let me know what you're thinking. But if you have any questions, please email me or just pull me aside after service on Sunday. That would be cool too. Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to look at this. And hey, I look forward to seeing you around, and we get to play in this world together. All right.